pupils. This gives you a quick idea of the subjects that they study. So we have a 2-week timetable, an A and a B week, and basically the numbers on the screen show you the number of lessons they have over the 2 weeks. We have a really strong academic core with a large proportion of our subjects are given over to the English baccalaureate subjects, such as English, Maths, Science, MFL, History and Geography, and these are complemented with a range of creative subjects which give our pupils a broad and balanced curriculum. We give high priorities given to ensure that every subject delivers a fun, creative, engaging curriculum which, whilst we still maintain that high academic challenge, we ensure every pupil is stretched and challenged using really high quality teaching. And we also ensure that we teach the top with scaffolding and differentiation to allow all abilities to reach their potential. I just want to give you a flavour of some of the things that the pupils study when they're in year 7. Okay, so for example, in maths, they're introduced to really high level, exciting new concepts and problem solving, including solving equations and sequencing and creating graphs of functions. In science, pupils learn how to become real scientists, and they absolutely love planning and carrying out investigations. They study all 3 different sciences. So, for example, in biology, they do food tests. In chemistry, they make slime, and in physics, they make parachutes, and they do experiments to do with pirate wars. So really, really exciting stuff. We have a huge high focus on reading. Okay, we really want to develop the love of reading. So all our pupils have access to the digital library. They have access to thousands of books at home. Okay, and you can also follow us on Instagram to show you some of the competition winners that we have when we enter competitions, not only locally but also nationally. We're also responsible for a faster reading programme, and you can see some of the texts that we're going to be studying next year, like The Hunger Games and The Spook's Apprentice. We ensure that all our texts also tackle current issues such as racism, prejudice and intolerance. Also, I can show you here 3 of the texts and the play scripts that we study in year 7. So you can see a flavour of all the things that we do. So The Outsiders tackles gang culture. Dracula, helps develop oracy skills through acting, through speaking and listening. And Shakespeare, we look at basically The Tempest and look at that magical love story where students can see the relevance of Shakespeare in today's society. Again, just some ideas of what happens in history. Our students absolutely love history, and I think it's because it's quite gory in year 7, so they're looking at the Black Death and the Tudors and the murder of Thomas Becket. And then also in geography, we embed map skills and digimaps all the way through the curriculum. Not only includes UK, but also the wider fields like China and all those different countries all over the world. Change we've made this year is that all pupils in year 7 will study French and Spanish. Now, we have asked all parents whether you'd like to do French or Spanish when you come into year 7. But actually what we're going to do this year is that all students will follow 1 French lesson, 1 Spanish lesson a week. And it gives them that flavour of, it's important that they can access both. At the end of year 7, they will then choose to do either French or Spanish when they continue into year 8. And again, just a quick flavour of what they can do in terms of practical and creative subjects. You can see some of the things that they can get involved with in year 7, following all the different artists. In PE, we have a really strong emphasis on character traits such as respect, confidence, resilience, and honesty. And then finally, we look at music as well. So, students get to have a go at lots of different instruments and also develop their voice. But also we have that we want to develop the love of music. So we encourage all students to be able to take up an instrument in year 7. So, basically we have instrumental lessons, and most instruments are available. And it's only £150 a year, so we do subsidise it. So if your child is interested, please get in touch with us and we can put that in place. If you are interested in what the curriculum looks like for every subject, if you go on our website and look at the CTK curriculum tab on the whole school website, and click on our curriculum, and then basically go on the curriculum page, you'll see all the subjects down the side of the page. If you click on any of those subjects, it brings you to their subject pages where you can see the Padlets. It gives you good insight to all the team in every department. You can have a look at their rooms, you can have a look at their curriculum, and then you can also look at their learning journey so you can see what is covered in every year group. And finally, I just want to talk to you very briefly about assessing and banding. So pupils are banded in an A band and a B band. These are basically 2 mixed ability mirror bands. Okay, there's no difference in bands, they're randomly allocated. And just to give you an idea in terms of class numbers, in the core subjects there's about 27 to 28 in a class, and the practical DT and P subjects is 21 to 22 in a class. Okay, so I'd like to pass over to Miss Summers. I know obviously it's really important that you speak to her tonight, and you've heard from her quite a lot. It'd be lovely for you to see her now. Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, Miss. Good evening, everybody. My name's Miss Summers, and as you all know, I am in charge of transition, and I'm also the Year 7 Student Progress Leader. So I will be looking after your child, as I have done over the past few months since you first found out that your child was lucky enough to be allocated to Christ the King, and I'll see them right the way through until the end of Year 7. So I really look forward to getting to know your child a lot better. So I'm just going to go through the uniform, PE kit, equipment, lunchtime, but don't panic about taking all of this in and trying to memorise it all. Everything will be in our Year 7 transition programme booklet. Now, it's actually in the printers as we speak. There's been a slight delay with COVID, as we've all appreciated over the past 18 months or so. So as soon as they are printed, we are going to get those home to you. Now, if you're a bit old-fashioned like me, you do like something in your hand that you can keep referring back to. So everything that we've gone over tonight will be in that transition booklet. So like I say, don't panic about taking everything on board all at once. You can refer to that at your own leisure. So regarding our uniform, it's really important to us that everybody has correct uniform. It gives our students their identity, it makes them feel part of Christ the King community, and we like everybody to look smart and well presented. If you look smart, you think smart, and you act smart. So at the top there, they are our main suppliers, and both of those can be found in Southport Town Centre. I've provided phone numbers there, just in case you did want to contact them. But again, the phone numbers on the website are in our transition booklet. At the bottom, there's a list there of all the different type of uniform that you can buy at your preferred shop. But all of the things that have our school badge or have got our school crest or a part of our PE kit, they must be bought from our own suppliers. So I've put there at the top a double asterisk with our blazer. And that is purely because you can choose to buy one that's already got our school badge embroidered on the pocket, or you can choose to buy your own blazer from your preferred store, and then you can buy a school badge from our school and you can sew that on. So that's entirely your choice. Probably 50-50 in school. So whichever one you choose, you won't be on your own there. Now, the next two on the list there, the jumper and the school tie, again, must be bought from Whittaker's or Zips and Snips because they are branded, they are exclusive to Christ the King. Now, the jumper is optional. We know a lot of our children, some of them, don't like lots of layers because they've got a naturally high body temperature. Other pupils, do like to wear a jumper, so it's entirely up to you. A lot of our pupils wear the jumper during the winter months, but then not in the summer. So again, that is optional, that's entirely up to you. The school tie, everybody must wear. Now, we have trousers, skirt, pinafore, and they are black for trousers, and then grey or very dark grey for the trousers and grey for the skirt, or the pinafore, which seems to be the most in fashion thing at the moment for girls. But they must be knee length. We are a professional, environment, we are a school. So we do want everybody to be dressed appropriately. A plain shirt must be white, and again, your preference short or long sleeves, and that is for both boys and girls. And then plain black socks or tights, no bright colours, please. We do like our uniform to be very professional. And then shoes are an important part. So I just want to touch on the shoes. They must be black, they must be flat. So no heels on there. Again, because our pupils do lots of walking around our school site to go to all the different lessons across our different buildings, and obviously off to the canteen and whatnot. So they must be black. Ideally, they must be leather so that they are waterproof, particularly in the winter and the wet days. Pupils go up and down stairs. So, they must be robust and strong. Absolutely no trainers allowed. So no branded shoes, no logos. And and they must be laced up or buckled or slip-on or Velcro, but they must be a shoe. Again, all of this information is in our transition booklet. Now, the equipment list on the screen there is everything that we would expect your child to have in their pencil case every single day. Now, our tutors have what's called an equipment mat, and it's a laminated A3 sheet, and every day they ask our pupils to get the stuff out of the pencil case and they place them on the mat, and we just check everybody's got everything so that they are well equipped and they're ready to learn in all of their different lessons. Now, put an asterisk there again for the scientific calculator. Now, that model there, the Casio, is what our maths department recommend that you purchase. But any scientific calculator, you know, is fine. But if you are going to buy one, I would suggest that you go for that option. And again, that will be in the transition booklet. Now, at the bottom there, I've made reference to a book. Every single child must have a book in their bag. So if your child isn't really one for reading at the moment at home, they will most definitely, you know, start to enjoy reading, because they will do a lot of it in our school. Literacy is absolutely paramount to us. Now, you will be gifted, each child will be gifted with a book from Christ the King as a welcome gift. And the book is called Go Big, the Secondary School Survival Guide. And it's being written by the man who starred in Educating Yorkshire. So it's very light, it's very funny, it's pitched just right at our children's age. My son is currently year 7, so, you know, he recommends the book. He thinks it's really good and he thinks it's really useful, so that's good enough for me. And our current year 7s really enjoyed it. So your child could even bring that book in and read that every day. Now, our PE kit is really important to us. You know, a lot of our lessons are outdoors and we want everybody to be smart, comfortable and warm. Now, the whole kit is black and it does have gold paneling on it. So the first 3 listed items there with the asterisks must be bought from Whittaker's or Zips and Snips, because they have our school badge on there. So the top or the short or the sport leggings have CTK on them, so that they are a particular type, so that they're the right material for our lessons to support our pupils. So the hoodie and the reversible top, again, they are optional. So the sports socks and the trainers, you can buy those from any store. In the winter months, they may want to wear a black base layer top, often branded as Under Armour. If they want to wear that, they can. And then football boots are recommended. Don't go out and buy a pair especially. They're not absolutely essential, but they are useful. So if you do have football boots, that is, you know, a good useful thing to have. Now, lunchtime is 45 minutes at Christ the King, and I've listed some things there down the left that a lot of our pupils tend to take part in during that lunch period. Now, a lot of our pupils do like to use that time for social. So obviously they've been in lessons, they've been working hard, they want to meet up with their friends and have a good catch up and a good chat. Some of our pupils, you know, do some activity, so they play football at break time and lunchtime. Some of our pupils just like to sit and spend time with their friends. A lot of pupils, however, like to continue working. And they attend our clubs in all the various departments and subjects around the school, or they go and meet up with a teacher, or they go and ask for help with homework. So, you know, there are lots of different activities that take place during lunchtime. Now, our summer schedule, I've listed on the screen there. This is my final slide. And if you look at the first 3 columns, 3 boxes rather, rows, they refer to the summer holidays. So from this Friday right the way through, almost to the end of the summer holidays. And every Friday, I will continue to send an email, and they are geared really towards your children. So regarding the book, I set a task based on the book and a personal challenge, and they are all linked to their age and really preparing for the challenges that will come as they start to get ready for high school. So they're all fun, they're all quite light, they shouldn't take too long, and they are optional. So if you're away on holiday, don't panic about logging in, but the more tasks that they have a go at, you know, the more prepared they will feel, and it is an advantage for them. Now, the summer camp, I know a lot of you have already signed up. It's the last full week of the summer holidays. Now, the deadline is at midnight tonight. So if you've not already signed up and registered your child, I've put the link into your child's Google Classroom. So if you go into their Google Classroom, they've used that to do their Google Meet previous to this, you'll be able to click on there and sign up, but you must do that tonight, don't miss out. The first 2 days back will be Thursday the 2nd and Friday the 3rd of September, but don't worry, we will send out a letter and an email nearer the time to make sure that you've got all the information that you need. So they'll be doing a transition programme day where they'll be doing lots of different workshops to get to know everybody, and then they'll be doing some taster sessions on the second day on lots of different practical subjects, and then they'll receive their timetable ready for the Monday when we start for real. And the residential trip to Barnstondale, again, we can't wait for that. Lots and lots of pupils I know are really excited about that, as we are as well. And then the last Friday of the half term is really the last day of our transition programme and our induction. And we're going to climb a mountain. So the whole year group are all going to go off on a big bus and we're going to climb that mountain to show that, you know, we finally achieved that aim. We are fully fledged and we're here at Christ the King. So I will now pass over to Miss O'Hanlon, who's our assistant head teacher. Thank you, Miss.
Thank you, Miss. Good evening, everyone. My name is O'Hanlon and I am one of the assistant head teachers here at Christ the King. I oversee pupil standards, so I'm in charge of the pastoral team. Miss Summers, who you've met tonight, is part of that team, and she is going to be your year lead, and she's absolutely fantastic. Can you just slide on for me, please, Miss? Okay, I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about the wellbeing and who pupils can talk to at our school. So this evening, you've been very lucky to meet your new form tutor. I know it wasn't ideal that you would have liked to meet them face to face, but at least you got to put a face to the name. And I hope you enjoyed the Google Meet with your form tutor. But they are your first port of call. So every day you will go to form and you will meet your form tutor and they will ensure that you're ready for the day to do a check-in. You've got your fantastic year lead, Miss Summers, who we've just met. There is a Key Stage 3 progress leader and her name is Miss O'Kane, and she will oversee your progress, and she also oversees the Key Stage 3 team and helps you to get settled in too. We've also got the assistant leader of Key Stage 3, which is Mrs. McGill, and hopefully you'll meet her as soon as you arrive. She's got a lovely caring nature and she's excellent at helping our year 7s to settle in. And finally, it's a little bit different when you come to secondary school in that you have subject teachers for each area. So, of course, you can speak to all of your teachers you have each lesson as well. And we do have our safeguarding team. Can you just slide on, Miss? This is our safeguarding team, which is led by myself. We do have 5 members of staff in the safeguarding team to ensure that it's a strong team and there's lots of visibility around school. Okay, if there's anything you're concerned about at all, then these are the members of staff that you need to go to. And there is a safeguarding office based in school as well, where you can access. Thanks, Miss. I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about attendance. And just on that slide, as it says, every single lesson counts. Here at Christ the King, our school target is 97% because we take attendance of our pupils very seriously. For pupils to gain the greatest benefit from their education, we encourage everyone to attend school every day. And we're keen to work with yourselves as parents and carers, and obviously with you pupils, because I know some of you are on watching this, to ensure you've got excellent attendance and punctuality throughout the year. And we try and achieve that 97% target. Thanks, Miss. It's just a couple of facts for you. So if a pupil can improve their attendance by 1%, you will see a 5 to 6% improvement in your attainment. That's a big gap. Please help us and your child by ensuring that attendance remains above 97%, and that will allow them to achieve their full potential in terms of their progress. Thanks, Miss. This is just an attendance triangle to demonstrate our attendance expectations. So if you're in the green, okay, you're doing fantastic or good, and you will hopefully achieve all your targets by the end of year 7, 8, 9, 10, and then hopefully your GCSE target grades when you get to year 11. If you fall into the amber or red sections, you want maybe a cause for concern or worrying. Persistent absence is below 92%. Now, you might think that's quite high. You think 92% is a really high number, but it's not, because you are missing out on a significant amount of learning, and it does become a cause for concern, and it will have an effect on your GCSE grades. Thanks, Miss. Just going to talk to you a little bit about our expectations. So obviously I oversee behaviour as well. So when you come to Christ the King, we try and keep it as simple as possible, in that we have 3 expectations of you as our pupils: that you're ready, okay, so you're on time for lessons, you have the correct equipment, you have the correct uniform, and that you are respectful, and that is respectful to each other, respectful to our staff, and respectful to everyone who walks into our school. And also that you remain safe. Safety in lessons, so we listen to instructions, safety around school, and also during your free time. So all members of our school community are expected to follow these expectations, and we all work together at Christ the King to ensure that there's a calm atmosphere where teachers can teach and pupils can learn effectively, because that's the most important thing. Our focus is on encouraging good behaviour through positive reinforcement, and I'm just going to come on to that next. Thanks, Miss. So Miss Plummer will talk to you a little bit about our house system, which we're introducing in September, and this will be linked in with our house points. So this is giving you recognition for beautiful behaviour. Can we just stay on move for me, please? Every lesson that you go into and form time, you will get 3 points, and that is for being ready, respectful and safe. You can also get points from your teachers for recognition in terms of answering fantastic questions, for example, or if you've done a beautiful piece of work, or if you've even in the corridor, if you've done something nice like hold the door open for the teacher, potentially you can get points. We do also have form of the fortnight. So every fortnight, a form can win in terms of getting the most points, or in terms of amazing with their attendance. You will see around school our pupils wear badges on their lapel, and those badges are for start of the term. It might be for subject awards or character awards. Towards the end of each term or the end of the year, we have a film reward potentially for attendance, which our pupils thoroughly enjoy. And we do end of year trips. We unfortunately haven't been able to do them this year because of COVID, but hopefully by the time you get to the end of year 7, we'll be able to go on trips again, and that's linked in with our attendance, punctuality and behaviour, and our pupils thoroughly enjoy those trips. And within our departments, you can be recognised for fantastic work or fantastic progress through postcards, contact home from teachers via calls and emails, or potentially within the department on recognition boards for your work that you've produced. We do put all of our information into Sims. So as a parent, it is essential for you to download this app. It keeps you informed on attendance, homework, behaviour and achievement. Our reports are sent through this app as well. In terms of downloading the app, if you just want to move on, Miss, you will be sent an invitation in September. When you get the invitation, if you're not sure how to actually access the app or how to download it, there are some clear instructions on our website, and that's the link. Thanks, Miss. Okay, and I'll just hand you over to Miss Plummer, who is Head of Personal Development and Sport. Thanks, Miss.
Thank you, everyone. Good evening. My name is Miss Plummer, and I'm Head of Personal Development and Sport here at Christ the King. Christ the King places an increasing importance on both academic success and the development of our pupils' ability to become resilient, confident and independent young people. We want our pupils to develop the knowledge and skills needed to make informed choices, enabling them to lead happy and healthy lives, contributing positively to society and being successful at each stage of life. We do this through the CTK Way. The CTK Way includes the values and character traits that underpin everything that we do in our school. It prepares our students for their future to become positive, well-rounded citizens that successfully contribute to the community that they live in. The CTK Way equips our pupils to cope with failure and celebrate their success. On the slide, you can see down the left-hand side are the main aims of our mission statement, and on the right is how we challenge our pupils to develop them. We believe that for pupils to develop their character and life chances, they need to be provided with opportunities to discover their talents, develop their character, and be exposed to a range of different experiences. We do this in a number of ways. Extracurricular activities before, during, and after school, such as coding club, a range of sports clubs such as netball, football, basketball, athletics, and cricket. We have performing arts clubs where pupils have the opportunity to be in the school show, and we have science clubs that offer insights into future careers. We encourage all our pupils to try something new, and we give a helping hand to those pupils who need a little encouragement. There'll be opportunity to represent your house in competitions and the chance to see the world and learn about different cultures and career opportunities through our wide range of trips and visits. Subjects use trips and visits to bring their curriculum to life, such as in the history department visiting Auschwitz and the English department going to the theatre. As I've mentioned, these experiences are of huge value and importance to our school, and as a result, we've introduced our 10 before 10 offer, where every child that comes to our school will have access to these 10 experiences before the end of year 10, helping them to discover their talents and improve their life chances. Finally, I would like to introduce to you our brand new house system that will be first launched in September. During the year, pupils will be able to earn house points through behaviour, attending extracurricular clubs, demonstrating acts of kindness, and representing their house in competition. When your child arrives in September, they'll be welcomed into one of 4 houses and will have the chance to meet with other pupils from year 8 to 11 from the same house. What a fantastic way to start the year. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Miss Plummer. If you just bear with us, we've now got a short video that we'd like you to watch. In our school, our pupils are the absolutely most important people here. Now, I did ask Jemima and Raphael, who are in our current year 7, to join our evening tonight, but virtually, because it's a little bit late for our year 7s to be in school. So we've recorded the video, and hopefully you'll be able to see it and hear the sound as we play it now.
My first year at CTK has been great fun.
I was worried at first about joining a new school, but it was great and there wasn't anything to worry about.
I settled in really quickly within a few weeks.
I settled in much quicker than I thought I would.
I made tons of new friends. A lot of them were not in my primary school.
I have loads of new friends and it's lovely to have so many new friends.
I have new knowledge in science and PE and other subjects that we couldn't always do in our primary school.
The facilities in CTK allow us to do experiments and athletics in PE.
The teachers are really supportive and helpful.
Our form tutor really helped us to settle in and all of the other teachers are really friendly.
Okay, hopefully you got to hear from our 2 wonderful pupils there, Raphael and Jemima. They were very nervous. Obviously, it's quite daunting to be videoed, especially, you know, for something so important. but I think they did an absolutely brilliant job there. So well done to you too. We'd just like to finish by thanking you. I know for some of you, it's been quite a task to get online tonight regarding being everything is virtual at the moment. We do hope that this won't last for too much longer. And when your children do join us in September, we will back to being as normal as we can. So obviously, do please register your child for summer camp if you haven't already. We do have our Transition 21 email address, and it's showing there on the slide. I know a lot of you have used that. Please do continue to. If you haven't already, please do contact us with any questions, any queries. We are here to help. Nothing is too small. Anything that you're a little bit worried about, a little bit, concerned about, any queries you've got, we can address those within a couple of minutes just by replying to your email. So once again, thanks very much, and we look forward to welcoming you and your child to Christ the King. Good night. Bye-bye.